Welcome, Monster Truck Attitude fans, to a brand new season here on the MTA YouTube channel. If you're new here, be sure to crush that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, stay up to date with everything that we're doing. Right now, we're kicking off the all-new February season, and Jessica Cook in the Boogie Van took home the championship flag last week as we closed out the January season. This time, she has several other new drivers ready to take that flag right off the back of the Boogie Van. Snakebite back in action. Gravedigger's here. Son of a Digger, King Sling, Midnight Rider and Avenger, and many more to come. Also, the debut of the brand new Sovi Chevrolet, ready to rock the house by an all-new rookie driver. Here's how round one action is going to be shaken down. Bigfoot Bad Boy taking on Zombie. Rammunition taking on Monster Truck Poodle. Obsessed taking on Son of a Digger. And Midnight Rider taking on Monster Energy. Closing out round one on the other side of the bracket, Avenger gets first crack at the champion with the Boogie Van. Up first at the line, all the way from the Crush This Race team, Bigfoot Bad Boy, all the way from Pacific, Missouri, the Monster Truck Conductor, Brad Shaw, ready to throw it down against Preston Hurd and Zombie. Now staged over here on the outside lane. He was in the January season, made a big name for himself as the consistent driver all season long. What's he got for the Bigfoot Bad Boy here tonight as we kick off the February season? Bigfoot taking on Zombie here in round one. Green light goes down and off the line they go. Side by side they go, up and over the no man's land, and Zombie will take home a round one victory over the Monster Truck Conductor himself. Brad Shaw and the Bigfoot Bad Boy made a good run out here on the inside lane. However, Zombie moves on into round two competition. Preston Hurd keeping up with that consistency that we were talking about earlier. Next up here tonight, representing the K&J Motorsports race team, Violet Craddock and Monster Truck Poodle, ready to take on another representative out of the Crush This Podcast race team, Jan Chicha Gotch and the Dodge Power Rammunition, all the way out of Champaign, Illinois, ready to throw down over there on the outside lane. Violet Craddock, Monster Truck Poodle, made it to the finals just a couple of weeks ago at the Revenge Showdown. What she got here in round one? Green light goes down, Rammunition got the whole shot. Poodle's trying to come back on him down, and it's all Jan Chicha Gotch and Rammunition, the Dodge Heavy Horsepower, playing a big part in the night's race as he gets the win over there on the outside lane. Violet Craddock was knocking on his back door, unable to come up with it at the finish line here tonight. Next up here in round one competition, kicking off the February season, Ethan Wagner returns at Son of a Digger, all the way from Poplar Branch, North Carolina. He is now ready to take on the Idaho Wildman, back on Thunder for the first time in a long time. Chris Walker's and Obsessed over here on the outside lane. Getting geared up over here, Ethan Wagner, who took home a big championship win just a couple of weeks ago. He's ready to throw it down in Son of a Digger one more time and take home another Thursday Night Thunder championship win. Obsessed taking on Son of a Digger, who's going to round two. Green light goes down and off the line. Door, hit on the door, hit on up over the first jump to the finish line. Wagner in trouble, turns it over, down inside of the shutdown area. What an incredible matchup. A race way too close to call up here in the booth. Both drivers letting it all hang out as we go back and check out your MTA replay. Both drivers cut a great light coming down the straightaway. Side by side now, they go up and over the first jump. Settle it down here in no man's land. Wagner noses over kind of hard. At the line, it's incredibly close, but your winner, Ethan Wagner, Son of a Digger. And watch right here, he tries to shut it down. Got a little crossed up over that van stack, and over goes Son of a Digger here tonight in round one competition. He does pick up the round one win, however, but the MTA track court officials are down there now. You see the fiberglass scattered all over the arena floor. Wagner's out of the truck, waving to the fans. He's A-OK. Happy he picked up a first round win over Chris Walker, said Obsessed, and the MTA track court officials now rolling Son of a Digger right side up, and a lot of damage has been done to that truck. Hopefully the crew can get him back in action for round two competition. Looks like just a lot of fiberglass damage, not mechanical, so they should be able to get him back into round two competition here tonight. What a matchup that was. But next up, the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, Monster Energy making its debut out here on Thunder, ready to take on Justin Lamb in the Midnight Rider, the former one-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, took home a win on SmashDown last year. He's trying to put Midnight Rider in the winner's circle one more time. However, Jeffrey Skipper, the Iceman, and Monster Energy, an all-new truck out here for him and his team. The Renegades Motorsports race team on the outside lane. Green light goes down. Monster Energy and Midnight Rider now side by side through no man's land. Look out, Jeffrey Skipper sends it for a front flip all the way across the finish finish line, but Justin Lamb was right there with him as they crossed the finish line side by side. Both of them tagging the wall down inside of the shutdown area. We're going to go back and check out your MTA replay here. Watch as they come down the straightaway. Slight lead to Justin Lamb on the inside lane. Here comes Jeffrey Skipper on the outside lane. Monster Energy laying it down, noses over, flips the truck over and crosses the finish line. He will pick up a round one victory over Justin Lamb and the Midnight Rider in incredible fashion. The Iceman laying down the law here tonight in round one competition. What an incredible piece of driving. He is moving on, however, but next up in round two, the bad man himself, the King of Kings, Bradley Graham and King Sling returning, ready to take on new kid on the block, Dwayne Reinhardt Jr., debuting a brand new piece of equipment out here, the Sobe Chevrolet, ready to make its mark out here on Thunder. He's got to go through one of the baddest of the bad, the King of Kings, and King Sling over here on the inside lane. Both trucks are staged. Green light going down, Sobe and King Sling side by side they go. Up and over no man's land, and the new kid gets the win. And Graham turns it over. Inside of the shutdown area, Bradley Graham got crossed up over that last set of cars. Had nowhere to go, but upside down, he did try to save the truck. Unfortunately, upside down here tonight in round one. And the new kid on the block, Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. and Sobe picking up a big-time first round win on Thunder. Next up here tonight, all the way from the Triple B Motorsports race team, Austin Spence and the Boss Gator, ready to throw down on Thunder. He is now set to take on the Phenom, 16-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger. First round Hall of Famer here as we move into Monster Mania. The Gravedigger ready to throw it down. Over here on the inside lane, Austin Spence and Boss Gator looking for his very first Thunder championship. He's got to go through the Gravedigger in round one to get it. Green light goes down on the line. They go side by side to the first jump up and over no man's land. It's a close one. And I do believe Spence got it, and Boss Gator has Wagner, much like his son earlier tonight. The Gravedigger rolls it over down inside the shutdown area. We're going back and checking out your MTA photo finish. Your winner at the line is going to be Austin Spence and Boss Gator by about half a truck over the Gravedigger here tonight. Boss Gator will advance on into round two. Next up here tonight in round one, Mr. Anderson, ready to throw down in bad company, taking on Mean Gene Patterson, all the way from Cobra Creek, Colorado, representing the Crush This Podcast race team in the Ford BDS Supercharged Brass Eagle Snakebite, ready to throw down on the inside lane. Ford versus Chevrolet. Anderson taking on Patterson. Who's going to cross the finish line first? Bad Company and Snakebite. Both trucks are staged. Here's the green light now. It's showtime down the straightaway. Snakebite with the lead up and over no man's land, and Anderson pulls it out. Going across the finish line, Bad Company will put Snakebite on the trailer here tonight early. What a race for Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company as he puts Mean Gene on the trailer. There's your look at your photo finish. It wasn't by much, maybe about 3/4 of a truck, but nonetheless, Bad Company, your round one winner. And I do apologize for the Mr. Anderson spot. Wyatt told me to do it. Nonetheless, we're back. Round one action. Jimmy Bones Ferguson in the Avenger Chevrolet, ready to throw down against the reigning defending Thursday Night Thunder champion, Jessica Cook in the Boogie Van Ford Astro van, all the way out of Hagerstown, Maryland. Both these drivers are staged and ready to go. Will she hang on to the flag to kick off round one of the February season? Or is Jimmy Ferguson, an Avenger, going to take it away from her early? We're about to find out. Ford versus Chevrolet. Green light goes down. Avenger and Boogie Van down the straightaway. Boogie Van's got a lead. She's out of shape, and Avenger capitalizes over the last set of cars. She got crossed up over that first jump, lost the flag in the process, and Jimmy Bones Ferguson and Avenger will take home a round one victory, putting the champion on the trailer early tonight. Here's another look at your MTA replay. She pulls the whole shot on him down the straightaway. Watch closely on the inside lane. Boogie Van now getting kicked off to the side, trying to tail whip it like a dirt bike almost, and lost it through no man's land, and Jimmy Bones Ferguson capitalized. Avenger moving on in a round two competition, dethroning the champion early. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was round one action kicking off the February season. If you thought that was exciting, we got a lot more to come. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. February season is just kicking off. Round two action of Thursday Night Thunder is coming up next after the break. Welcome back to Thursday Night Thunder, ladies and gentlemen. There is nothing like the excitement and thrills and spills the MTA YouTube channel brings to you every single week. Up next in round 2, Zombie's going to be taking on Rammunition. Son of a Digger's taking on Monster Energy. Looking at the other side of the bracket, Dwayne Whitehart Jr. and Sobe, the new kid on the block, taking on Boss Gator. And then closing out round 2 action, Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company taking on Jimmy Bones Ferguson and Avenger, who just knocked off the reigning champion. He's back taking on Anderson in round 2. Up first at the line, Mr. Consistency. This kid has been on a rail. Preston Hurd and Zombie ready now to take on Dan Chichagash and the Dodge Heavy Horsepower Rammunition, representing the Crush This Podcast race team over there on the outside lane. Looked strong earlier tonight in round 1. So did the kid and Zombie over here on the inside lane. It's going to be a battle of who can keep the horsepower down on the ground. Stage at the line. Green light goes down and off the line. They're side by side. They go through no man's land. And Rammunition in trouble. What a save! Dan Chichagash at the point of no return, pulled the trigger and saved that truck down inside of the shutdown area with an incredible race against Preston Hurd and Zombie here tonight. We're going back and taking another look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Right here off the line, Zombie may have got a slight hole shot coming down the straightaway. Here comes Rammunition on the outside lane. The Dodge Heavy Horsepower throwing it down. Watch here as they go across the finish line, almost turning it over. And Dan Chichagash pulls out the save of the season so far. What an incredible matchup it was, keeping it shiny side up. He will advance on in the semis. And who is he going to meet there? Because the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper and Monster Energy, former 6-time Thunder champion, ready now to take on Ethan Wagner, who rolled the truck over earlier tonight. We're going to show you footage here if you missed out in round 1. Earlier tonight, he was trying to chase down Chris Walkerst and Obsessed, flying high up and over no man's land, noses it over. In a photo finish, he pulls out the win, but it was the shutdown area that costed him as he got crossed up on the van stack and rolled the truck over. Now he is staged at the line, and you can see the damage done to Ethan Wagner, son of a digger, over here on the inside lane. A hard hit on the driver's side of that cab. He is ready to throw down. The crew said he's good. The Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, front flipped his way to success here in round 1. Can he do it again in round 2? Green light going down. Monster Energy, son of a digger, down the straightaway, up and over no man's land, and up and over again goes Jeffrey Skipper and the Monster Energy machine. This time it wasn't so clean as he rolled the truck over the last set of cars. It does look like he pulled out a round 2 victory. Here's another look at it on your MTA replay. Down the straightaway they go. They're pretty much side by side, up and over the first jump. Watch Monster Energy here as he lost it right there over that last set of cars, and end over end he goes. Nonetheless, pulls out a round 2 victory over Ethan Wagner and son of a digger. 2 flips here tonight for the Iceman. He's still in competition. The body may not be that well, but he's still racing. Next up here tonight, Austin Spence returns to the Boss Gator, ready to take on new kid on the block, Dwayne Reinhardt Jr., who knocked off Bradley Graham and King Sling earlier tonight, making a huge impression first time out on the MTA YouTube channel. The brand new Sobe Chevrolet, the brand new piece of equipment over here on the inside lane. Boss Gator on the outside lane. One of these drivers is going on in the round 2 competition. Here's the green light now down the straight stretch. Sobe got the whole shot. Boss Gator trying to come back on a down contact, and over goes Sobe down inside the shutdown area. Boss Gator got a little crossed up going across the finish line, making contact with Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. and the Sobe Chevrolet rolls him over down here in the shutdown area. Here's your photo finish. How close it was. Your winner. That's incredibly close, but the officials give it to Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. and Sobe over the Boss Gator. And now as we move on to close out round 2, Jimmy Bones Ferguson and the Avenger Chevrolet ready now to take on Mr. No, I'm not doing it again. Wyatt Anderson, Bad Company Chevrolet, ready now over here on the inside lane. So a battle of the Bowtie Brigade. Wyatt Anderson is still cutting his teeth out here on the MTA circuit. Jimmy Bones Ferguson, a seasoned veteran out here. He's got his hands full. The green light goes down off the line. Anderson got the whole shot. Ferguson now trying to come back on him at the finish line, making a little bit of contact inside of the shutdown area over the van stack. Ferguson was closing the gap on Anderson and on across the finish line. Here's another look at your MTA photo finish. Your winner, Wyatt Anderson, Bad Company, over here on the inside lane, taking out Jimmy Ferguson and Avenger here tonight. So one thing's for sure, we're going to be crowning an all-new Thursday Night Thunder champion here tonight. The question remains, will it be Monster Energy, Sobe, Rammunition, or Bad Company? That is going to be determined when semifinal action returns. But ladies and gentlemen, we're not done yet. We'll be right back with semifinals after a word from our friends over at the Crush This Podcast.
It's bigger. It's louder. It's better than ever. This still isn't your typical motorsports podcast. This is the 10th anniversary of Crush This, a Monster Truck podcast brought to you by J Concepts. For 10 years, your hosts, the Monster Truck Canucker Brad Shaw and Dan Chichagash, have brought you into the minds and personalities of the monster truck industry. Strap in and hold on tight. This is Crush This!
Welcome back to Thursday Night Thunder as we kick off the February season here tonight. Semifinal action coming at you. Rammunition set to take on Monster Energy. Other side of the bracket, the new kid on the block, Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. and Sobe, making a big name for himself. He now draws up against Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that kid is on a mission for this Thursday Night Thunder series. Finding himself in semis here earlier in the season, he is now set and ready to go. But up first at the line, the Iceman, who has done 2 front flips so far in this racing series as we kick off the February season. Monster Energy is looking strong, if you want to call it that. He is now set to take on Dan Chichagash and the Dodge Heavy Horsepower Rammunition, all the way from Champaign, Illinois, in that far lane. Both these drivers trying to make it down to the final round showdown here tonight to kick off the February season of Thunder. Who's going to take it all the way into the championship round? Green light going down. Rammunition and Monster Energy down the straightaway side by side through no man's land. And once again, Skipper front flips the truck over the finish line, and this time he is upside down in the shutdown area. However, Dan Chichagash and Rammunition was side by side with him all the way across the finish line. We're going to go back and check out your MTA replay here. What just happened to the Iceman? We're going to find out as they come down the straightaway. Again, side by side, a slight lead on the inside lane to Jeffrey Skipper. Noses over hard in no man's land, flipping the truck over in one of the cleanest front flips I've ever seen. He will pick up the win over Dan Chichagash and Rammunition in kind of a ridiculous fashion nonetheless. A win is a win on the Thunder circuit. Rammunition putting up a good matchup, but Jeffrey Skipper, 3 consecutive front flips here tonight. Round 1, round 2, and now the semis. He is in the finals. Who is he going to meet there? Will it be Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company, or new kid on the block, Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. and Sobe Energy over here on the outside lane? The all-new truck ready to throw down. It's been proven to be a competitive truck. Again, new kid behind the wheel, ready to take on Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company, who's won a couple of times out here on the MTA circuit. Can he make it to the finals? Bow tie brigade showdown. The green light goes down and they're side by side over the first jump through no man's land. It's Sobe. Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. is in the final round of his Thursday Night Thunder debut. What a ride it is for him. Wyatt Anderson, Bad Company on the trailer here tonight after semis. So the finals are going to consist of Sobe Energy, Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. taking on the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, and Monster Energy. Both these drivers want a championship win bad to kick off the February season. Who's he going to be? We're going to find out next when the finals return. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break. And ladies and gentlemen, this week here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel, we're going down to the crunch of the week. Here tonight in round 1, Ethan Wagner taking on Chris Walker's and Obsessed. Watch the inside lane, son of a digger flying high. Shoot out to the finish line side by side. Ethan Wagner gets crossed up in the shutdown area, and over he goes, dumping son of a digger on its lid. And that was your crunch of the week in week 1 of the February season. And welcome back to Thursday Night Thunder, ladies and gentlemen. As we kick off the February season, it's now time for the final round showdown. Sobe taking on Monster Energy. Here's how it all broke down throughout the rounds here on Thunder. As you see at the bottom half of your bracket, Monster Energy took out Midnight Rider, Son of a Digger, and Rammunition to get his way to the finals. And look at the top right of your screen. Sobe Energy took out King Sling, Boss Gator, and Bad Company mentioned his spot in the final round showdown. And it's come down to the battle of the energies here tonight. Sobe taking on Monster. Both drivers are staged at the line, ready to go. And we see right here the all-new piece of equipment, Dwayne Reinhardt Jr. making his debut in a brand new truck. It's working well for him. Other side of the bracket, the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, Monster Energy, who has done 3 front flips here tonight to get his way to the final round showdown. Ladies and gentlemen, one of these drivers taking home the championship win here tonight to kick off the all-new February season. Who's it going to be taking home the win here tonight? We're about to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, Monster Energy, Sobe, the final round showdown. It's showtime here tonight down the straight stretch. They're side by side through no man's land, a close race, and over goes the Wayne Reinhardt Jr. and Sobe on the inside lane, and Jeffrey Skipper, the Iceman, taking home another Thursday Night Thunder Championship win in his debut on the series in the all-new truck, Monster Energy. Here's a look at your MTA replay. Both drivers cut a great light. Side by side now to the first jump through no man's land. Sobe now starting to cross up like we saw Boogie Van earlier tonight, unable to get it under control going across the last of the cars, and Skipper picks up a win in Monster Energy. So ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please help me in congratulating now a 7-time Thunder champion, Jeffrey Skipper, Monster Energy. And ladies and gentlemen, what an awesome night of racing here as we kicked off the February season of Thursday Night Thunder. Thank you everybody for coming out and watching us and joining us in the live chat here tonight. Be sure if you haven't, comment down below of what you thought of tonight's show. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel, and we'll catch you guys next week. Be sure if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out.